guys, welcome back to my channel. Bienvenidos a mi canal. Today we're gonna be doing an Euphoria makeup inspired. I know I'm pretty late on this trend, but honestly I have been obsessed with their makeup. I recently just started watching the show, and let me tell you guys, I don't know what took me so long, but I really love their makeup. So I really got inspired by it, and I said, let me do my own Euphoria look. I feel like it came out super gorgeous, you guys. If you guys want to see how I created this gorgeous Euphoria look, then keep on watching. But before we start, don't forget to like this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe down to my channel. Hit that bell ring button so you guys can get notified every time I post a video for you guys. Alright, so let's get started. I am super excited of this look, you guys. I've really been so inspired ever since I started watching Euphoria. I'm pretty sure I'm super late to the game of watching Euphoria, but I'm finally watching it. And ever since I started watching it, the makeups are beautiful. Some are super simple, but yeah, they're still stunning. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. A shocker there, right? Because I don't really do my eyebrows with you guys. Normally I do it before I start my video, but today we're gonna do them because they're pretty simple. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. clear brown in Lash. I literally barely have some, you guys, so I'm literally digging to get some. And I finally went to go get my eyebrows done today. Can you guys tell? Like, they're looking snatched. Anyways, I'm gonna use this to lift up those eyebrows. I'm going for that lamination eyebrow look. We're gonna keep it as clean and simple on our eyebrows, because if you guys noticed on Euphoria, they keep their eyebrows pretty like kind of like clean lamination eyebrows. So that's what I am going for. I should buy like 4 of these every time I go to the store, but no, I buy like 1 every time, and then I'm struggling to get product out. For my second product, I'm going to go in with the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen. By the way, I'm using the color black for this eyebrow product. I'm just going to kind of do like a feather stroke eyebrow, because we just want to keep them as simple as possible. And I'm going to where I need more product more than anything. We don't want a lot going on in our eyebrows, so I'm going to keep this area right here clean with no product. I'm basically concentrated more on the tail base of my eyebrow than anything. Once I'm done touching up my eyebrows, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel and just lift my eyebrows once again. Make sure everything is good before I clean them. Next, I'm going to go in with the concealer to clean my eyebrows. I am going to be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And I'm going to be cleaning the top first and then the bottom, because the bottom I'm actually not going to use a lot of this product. Just a little bit, because I still want my eyebrows to look natural, not like, you know, too much product on it. So I'm just doing a little bit, not a lot. So my main focus when it comes to cleaning my brows for this look, I'm going to focus mainly on the top of my eyebrows more than anything. So I'm just grabbing my e.l.f. Camo sponge and I'm just tapping that concealer in. Now for the bottom part of my eyebrow, I'm literally not doing much. I'm just gonna go in with the concealer just to clean up those eyebrows. I'm gonna grab my e.l.f. sponge again and just tap that down. Like I said, I'm really not doing a lot on that lower part of my eyebrow, just because I do want to keep my eyebrows still look natural, but still with some product, you know. So it should look like this, looking snatched. I'm gonna finish this eyebrow now.
5 minutes later.
So this is how my eyebrows look. They still look clean, not too much going on, but definitely concentrated the product more here, as you guys can see. They're looking gorgeous. So moving on to our next step, I'm actually gonna start priming my face. For my first product, I'm gonna be using the Holy Hydrating Face Cream. So I'm gonna start out with this product because I do want my face to be hydrated before I go in with my products. I'm actually not even gonna use a full coverage foundation because if you guys see with the Euphoria looks, I noticed when I was watching them is more natural than anything. So that's why we want to keep it more natural than anything. So I'm not gonna be using a full coverage foundation today. You'll see what I will be using actually. It's one of my favorite products that we'll be using for our foundation today. Our skin is looking snatch and glowy. I love it. So next we're going in with this primer serum. It's from Wet n Wild. And I want to use this because this actually has a little bit of shimmer to it. So it's definitely going to give me more glow. And that's what I want. So I'm just literally putting it all over my face. Don't forget that neck. By the way, who is your favorite character in Euphoria? Honestly, I think I have two. One of my favorite ones is definitely Zendaya. Like, come on. She is the star of the show. And Maddie. I do gotta say, I love Maddie's makeup that they do on her because it is so beautiful. Like, they do really like detailed eye looks that I'm like, wow, I love her looks. So for a third primer, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm gonna be using this just on my T-zone area, on my nose, and then here on the side because that's where I have more pores. Putting it here on my forehead and then on my chin. So while we wait for that to sink into our skin really good so we can use our foundation, we are going to start with our eyes. So for today's look, we are going to be using two palettes. For the first palette, we're going to be using the Mikayla palette. In the second palette, we're going to be using the Torres Beauty palette with Beauty Creations. I'm going to go in with my Hydrating e.l.f. concealer just to prime those eyes. So I'm going to be using this for this eye right here. And just tapping this in with my e.l.f. sponge. So when I think about Euphoria, I honestly think about the color purple. That color just pops into my mind. So those are the colors that we're going to be using for today's look. For our first eyeshadow, we're going to be using this purple shimmer right here, which is called Portuguese. I'm going to start by rubbing this with my finger. This is the color. It is super gorgeous. Very shimmery. I love it. So I'm going to start by putting this on the corner of my eye here, just tapping it down. If you don't have your nails done, it's so much easier because literally my nails are kind of in the way of me tapping this down. You want to make sure you bring the color a little bit above your crease. So once you have that, we're going to grab a blending brush, kind of like this one, and I'm going to start blending this upwards and in the crease as well. And when I'm blending it upwards, you guys, I'm literally just pulling it up, kind of like this. So I'm grabbing a little bit more of that same shade, and this time I'm going to put it on the inner corner of my eye. And I'm going to try to do this as gently as possible because like I said, my nails are literally on the way. Oh, there we go. See, I put it on the wrong side already. Okay, you know what? I can't do it with my nails. So let's grab a brush. So I'm going to be grabbing this flat brush since I wasn't able to pick it up with my finger. I'm going to be putting this right here on that inner corner. Okay, so much better. So much better. Once I have that in my inner corner, I'm going to grab the same blending brush and I'm going to start blending this on my inner corner. Really good. And this time I am blending that color in circular motions, going upwards. And then I'm bringing this color in as well for them kind of like to meet each other in the middle right here. I'm grabbing a little bit more and just tapping it down on that inner corner and then right here as well. All of the eyeshadows I'm going to be using today have a lot of glimmer. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but they do have glimmer on all of the eyeshadows that I'm using, because literally Euphoria to me has a lot of glimmer, has a lot of like rhinestones, so I definitely want my lights to look glimmery. For our second eyeshadow, we are moving to this one right here, which is called Immaculate. And I'm going to be using this small brush. It is flat from the top. I'm going to start by tapping this color right here on that inner corner and just start blending it in. We want to make sure we keep this color right here on the crease, and then bringing it down to your eyelid. It is a little harder to work with eyeshadows that have glimmer. Just be patient, just tap it down and then start blending it in, because it is a little tricky. And FYI, make sure you guys do your eyes first before you guys do your face, because you don't want none of that shimmer to fall down on your concealer, your foundation. So make sure you guys do your eyes first. I'm doing the same thing on this inner corner right here. I'm literally just tapping it down and just start blending it in and bringing it to the middle. I grabbed a little bit with my finger of that same eyeshadow, and I'm going to be putting this in that center. Tap it down and then bringing it up. So once we have that, we want to grab a blending brush. It has no product literally, and I'm just going to be using this to just start blending that outer part. And I'm not blending it with circular motions. I'm literally just tapping it, going upwards just like this to blend it out.
A few moments later.
So I already went and did this eye. I also put another eye color that I really loved. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Luis Torres Beauty Palette. We're going to be using this color right here, which is called Leo X2. Look at this color, you guys. It is so pretty. I'm going to be using this color just to put it on the center of my eye. Literally, I'm just tapping it in and bringing it all the way up. That is definitely the center of attention to my eyes. I'm going to be cleaning anything that's fall down, any fallouts. Looking super cute so far. Okay, so next we're moving on to our face. Now we can definitely do our foundation and all that good stuff, so let's move on to that. For my first product, I'm going to be using my NYX Dark Circle Concealer. I'm literally grabbing a little bit of this, just like that, literally not a lot, because we want our base to be as natural as possible. Because with Euphoria looks, they don't use a lot of like full coverage foundations. Their face looks like super glowy, super youthful, so I definitely want to keep my base as natural as possible and glowy as possible as well. And then I'm gonna put it just a little bit here, and I'm just gonna start blending this in. And whatever product I have with the brush, I'm gonna go on top and blend that in. And then right here and right here. I'm gonna be using one of my favorite foundations, you guys. This has definitely became one of my top favorite foundations. I recently purchased this when I purchased my Rare Beauty foundation as well a few months ago, and I have been loving it. Like, it is worth the hype. So if you guys are considering buying this product, definitely do so because it's amazing. So I'm going to be using the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. And like I said, I don't want a full coverage foundation. Let me show you guys just how beautiful this foundation looks. It's not full coverage. It gives you just that luminous glow to your skin. So literally, I'm going to show you guys. You see how glowy it looks? Like, it looks gorgeous on my skin, and that's only on my hand. Imagine my face. You're still gonna be able to see all my blemishes, all my beauty marks. So it's not full coverage, but it's definitely what we need for this look. I literally just start by tapping it around my face. It's really not giving me a full coverage. It's just giving me like a glow, like a luminous glow to my face, and that's literally what I want. So I'm gonna be going back to my concealer. I'm using the same one I always use, and I'm gonna be using a little bit of this, and then a little bit here, and on my forehead. I'm gonna go in with the second concealer. This one is the e.l.f. 16 Camo Concealer, and this one is brighter than the one I put because I do want my under eyes just to look a little bit more brighter. I'm moving on to my powder, and I'm gonna be using the same one I always use, which is the Airspun Translucent Powder. I'm gonna grab a little bit and just tap it around my mouth, forehead. So moving on, we're gonna use a contour stick. I'm literally done with this product. As you guys can see, I literally have this a little bit. I'm gonna use a brush for my contour. I'm literally just tapping it little, not a lot. And I'm gonna be tapping this upwards because I literally just want that color on the side of my cheeks. Grabbing a little bit more, and same thing, I'm literally just tapping it upwards and going up my temples. With whatever I have left on my brush, I'm literally just gonna put it on the side of my nose like this. I'm moving on to blush. I'm gonna be using a blush that is cream, not powder, just because I want that luminous look to it. So I'm gonna be using this one from Milani in color Nude Kiss, and I'm gonna only be tapping this on the side. I'm not using this on my apples of my cheeks, just on the side right here and right here as well. A little bit more here and a little bit on my nose. Whatever I have left on the brush, I'm just using it on my nose. The lashes I'm going to be using are from Ardell, the Lift Effect, and number 743. These are how they look. Like I said, they're natural lashes. They just give you a little bit of that lift effect, but they're still natural. So next, we're moving on to a highlighter. So I'm going to be using this one, which is from Revolution Makeup, and it's the highlighter Reloaded. I'm going to be putting a little bit on just like the side because I already have that glow, but I still want a little bit more. Moving on to lipstick, and then we're gonna move on to the part that's probably gonna take the longest, which is our rhinestones. I'm gonna be using a lipstick that is close to my natural lip color. I'm gonna be using this one from NYX in color Natural. Next, I'm gonna be using a lip gloss. It's a clear lip gloss. Literally, you guys can use any lip gloss as long as it's clear, because like I said, we just want to keep our lips as close to our natural color. We're gonna move on to our final step, and that is our rhinestones. I literally use these ones. I don't know where I purchased these, but you can really purchase them anywhere. They're these ones that come like this. I also use my lash glue. This one is from Kiss. This is literally what I use to put my rhinestones. It's literally my lash glue. So the way I use it is I literally grab a little bit and just tap it down and then put my rhinestones wherever I want it to go. I use my tweezers, by the way, to put on my rhinestones. You want to make sure your glue is tacky before you go in with those rhinestones, because if not, it's gonna be a hot mess. So make sure it is tacky and then put on your rhinestones. So it might take me a few minutes because literally putting the rhinestones, it's what takes the longest. So I'm gonna fast forward this for you guys, and yeah, so enjoy this fast forward. Alright guys, so we are done with the rhinestones. Literally took almost 20 minutes. By the way, I wanted to let you guys know the ones I bought have like different size. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, because I wanted to put different size of rhinestones in my hair or in my, you know, in my looks. But yeah, I think it looks super cute, you guys. This is the final look right here. But that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I had so much fun doing this video. I love to be a little bit out of my comfort zone and be creative. I love these types of videos because you can be really creative and not really go for a look, but just like, you know, just just be creative. So try it out. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.